Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening so far. We're gonna start with Genshin Impact again tonight. We're still in the midst of the Sigewinne story quest. I think there's also a new event in the game that starts today, but I think we're probably gonna skip that for now.
Ad Astra.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Spino or Spino Double Blaster. Damn. This is only a 6-day event. Shit. Okay. And there's a quest. Okay. Well, if it's only 6 days, I may not be able to ignore it. It's not a whole lot of time. Let me check. Two new stages for the first 4 days. Okay, they're total. Okay. So I could get away with putting it off for 2 days, I think. Alright. Alright, let's just go ahead and get right back into the story quest.
It's Officer Morgan! They're already here!
Okay, wait, whoa. I'm trying to remember what's going on in this quest here. Oh yeah, there was like some weird shit going on at the Fortress of Meripede. Some people were like impersonating other people so that they could like escape from prison. And yeah, I think are they trying to track down the one guy that actually managed to escape? I can't remember now.
We came as soon as we heard the news. I can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial information of all was hiding right there, in that room. And we missed it.
Don't blame yourself. Right now, we need to focus on finding a way in. There's a mechanical door over here! Hopefully the instructions in Rawat's journal will help us open it.
And I don't remember what those instructions were.
It's open. Let's go in.
Alrighty. Oh, it's probably a new domain we gotta do here. Yep. Recommending Hydro. Yeah, if they're recommending Hydro, I probably want to do my new Valette team. Up. Yeah, I forget they let you choose the team before you go in. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it just throws you right in without any kind of team or character select.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
Don't slip and fall!
Fury!
Strike a pose!
Another test subject.
I swear, it's for medical research!
Place my hammer. Picked the wrong test subject.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
So I guess it was just more than one that managed to escape.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Marashose Phantom! How did they find this place?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress!
That's right, I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Ah, well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But
Yeah, but he could have picked some up while he was away.
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
Got it.
Like we need any more iron chunks.
Don't slip and fall! So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility? This scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew. How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
Oh, that's right. They're trying to find that guy. Yeah, I forgot.
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess. We need to find Rawat as soon as possible. He has all the answers we need.
Understood. Well, let's not linger here. Let's go. Come on.
Don't slip and fall! look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around. This one's closed too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
What's up, Ox? I was playing this game called Perfect Dark recently, and it had like a similar mechanic.
Let's see.
Oops.
Let the world collide.
Where
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Be sanctified.
yeah, you had to like follow these little like bots that were rolling along the hallways and stuff in order to deactivate the laser grids that would otherwise be blocking you.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Dude, that is such a cheesy fucking ultimate. Perfect Darks from back in like the N64 days. Yeah. Wait a sec. Where am I even going with this shit? Hell, I don't even know. What am I supposed to open here? Oh, okay. I think I see what the deal is here.
This room's much smaller than the others. Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse, over here.
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes. Why would he change here? Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind, and disposed of him somewhere else? Yikes, Sigewinne, where did that come from?
Oh, what a tragic way to go. Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the pace.
Really, there's cabbage here. Crystal chunk makes more sense, but... Alright. I guess you don't get any encounter points for chests that you open in a domain.
There's a whole bunch of people in there.
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see.
Oh, so that's why his face is like that.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Say Phantom found out about your other crimes. Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning. We only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this?
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. If you place too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna melt off eventually.
I said enough arguing! Parton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion, after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work. What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have one spare bottle each?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if that document even exists!
Freeze! Marshal Say Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
Rawat?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now, if you want any chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Parton?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone get away!
Well, well, well.
Let's do! Time to shine!
Bow your head. Another
Swear by my
test.
sword! Shadow Raven, let night fall! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mighty be humbled.
I suck! Strike a pose! I swear it's for medical research! Let the world collide!
Be sanctified.
Floaty floaty!
Barbados, guide us.
Don't be nervous! Just relax! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Shower me with praise!
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potten's missing.
Kind of a one-liner is that?
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I gotta kill two birds with one stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to our rescue.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have them exposing my potential whereabouts.
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead, struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one will ever find me again. So long!
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potten? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face, just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the... How did you...
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form. Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with primordial seawater? Then their crimes are far worse than I thought.
How could you know all of this? No, wait. Of course! Well, well. So that's why you have a human appearance.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of. The air's getting thicker. It's getting hard to breathe.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me, and sure enough, a little experimenting later, I'd produced the potion. I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were a supplier for some of the raw ingredients. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need to combine tainted hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around 3 to 7.
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls. I see. Can't believe I never thought of that.
So, can we make a deal?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here? I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
Alright, get the hell out of here.
That was too close. That button is a real nasty piece of work. Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right? Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion. Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potton after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise. No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something.
Sigewinne was the one doing the saving.
Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse, I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potton guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him. No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies, and one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate. What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think you made a bad decision by handing him that bottle. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him. No matter how cooperative his accomplices are when we question them.
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll go next.
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
Wait, what? What was that just now? It looked like it was raining or something. It's weird. Oh yeah, let me switch back to my other team now. Oh. Yeah, for a second I didn't know what the hell that was.
Don't move a muscle. I might be short, but I pack a mean punch. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in. So I detained him.
Oh, his face.
Wait, that's him, isn't it? Isn't that Potton?
Are you... Potton? So this is where you were heading, huh?
What?
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would he change back to his original face and run right into our trap?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in!
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's very sick. No way are we letting a crook like you inside.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
What's up, dancing horse? How you doing?
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was forced into it against his will. How can he and this monster be the same person?
Forced against his will? That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech. Explain yourself.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Dancing horses? Can't say I'm an expert in that
Ew.
area.
What do you want? Get away from me.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business, you ain't ever seeing the light of day again.
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women.
Figures he's Rawat himself.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a licensing agreement.
My peers looked up to me.
Okay, I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors, so far be it for me to ask for a full collaboration, per se. I merely wanted to express my interest. No pressure at all, naturally.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it. Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand? Let me inside already!
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes after what you've done? You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped from them. But no, you chose to keep working with them.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you saw a villain when I was wearing my other face, did you? You have no right to judge me! You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world! I regret nothing! My mother would understand!
You're a villain to the core! But especially that tongue!
Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking when I started suspecting you, it was the first time you came to see me at the infirmary. I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this investigation.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea that they could be one and the same person?
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face-changing effects are very powerful. Even as a Melazine, I couldn't see through the disguise. But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have certain fundamental qualities that do not change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So you think you're the one who's seen through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. Melazine constitutions are very close to that of water, so it stands to reason that the potion should work on them too. You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
Sigewinne?
Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were discriminated against because of their appearance. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the fortress of Meripede, revered by all. Not a hard choice to make. It's a no-brainer. So you see, you and I were the same. And I'm the one who saw through you!
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you? Well, I can grant you your wish.
Huh?
Head nurse, I'm not sure that's a good idea in his current state.
Don't worry. Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, I was doing it to test him. He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again. If nothing else, his concern for his mother is genuine.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will accompany him. You have nothing to worry about.
All right. I understand.
Mom? It's me, Potton, your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are. Wouldn't you say?
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me, your son, Potton. If you really can't see my face, then here, take my hand. Tell me you feel your son's hand. I've done so much to get to this point. Please, you have to recognize me. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
It's you. Thank you.
Oh, of course.
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why?
No more questions, Potton. She's gone.
Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
Like, damn, what a shitty way to end this.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion! And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the last batch. Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne! Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello! Oh, I hope you two got a good rest yesterday after all your hard work. Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article? Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case. Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge problems? Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, Butterfly Dew is an excellent skincare product that's completely safe to use. Besides, officers have already retrieved all Butterfly Dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal. After consulting Monsieur Nervulette, I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects, so it'll evaporate naturally without polluting water or soil. Wow, it's Sigewinne to the rescue again!
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to your instructions.
Great! Good job, everyone!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potten's records. Anyway, I have them with me. Here. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. He put up no resistance during the interrogation, and answered all our questions. We learned a lot. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping the criminal gang produce synth. Later, he came up with the idea to dilute it and use the resulting substance as a skincare product. Their supplier was Vache, but you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped Vache's gang dispose of an enormous amount of evidence. It made for a seamless collaboration. One man's trash was another man's treasure, and there were no loose ends. It's no wonder we never noticed what Potten's gang was up to.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
Make no mistake, the crimes of Vache and his accomplices will come to an end. It's only a matter of time. Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. Naturally, those attempts all ended in failure. After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner, even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang while disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off his tail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potten and see his mother one last time. But there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potten had been missing for a long time, we were very much still on the lookout for him. So the moment he appeared in public after changing back to his original appearance, we caught him.
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to see him again. But in the end... Looking at the interrogation records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as Rawat on his mother's treatment.
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed, but a desire to become somebody who had the power to save her. Even so, he went too far. In the end, he got what he deserved.
I understand. Thank you for bringing me these records. Why did you want them anyway? Potten was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as important to their file as their medical history. Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption now? That may be true, but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will be able to sleep easier if that's the case.
Of course. Not to worry.
Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then.
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself? Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now. You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story? Yes, it really, actually, genuinely was. But...
The process of making that potion.
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But considering everything we've been through together, I know I can trust you with them. Before I tell you though, could you follow me somewhere? I want to pay my respects to an old friend. Of course!
Okay, well, we got our encounter points, so I guess we'll end it here for now.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Alright, well, even though technically the quest, story quest is not completely over yet, I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna do the event tomorrow on Genshin Impact, so I'm gonna do that off stream. So I think we'll just do Celeste tomorrow instead of Genshin Impact. So, all right, let's see if we can finally get this new route unlocked here on Chaos Child. Okay, why is it not full screen? What's going on here? I don't know why the fuck it does this sometimes. Okay. So yeah, no recap since we're just going through delusions right now. I think we're done with the delusions. Actually, at least for now. Because I think the rest of this is just going to be skipping through everything until hopefully the new route comes up. Oh. That's right, I forgot about the delusion where he, like, blows all the girls' skirts and shit. Forgot about all that. Okay. So we're not done with the delusions yet, then. We did positive last time, I remember specifically, so... Oh, wait. Looks like we can only do positive on this one. Well, in that case, I'll just do neutral then. No, now wasn't a good time. I still wasn't used to it, and I was already exhausted. The idea of trying to focus even more didn't appeal to me.
今日はダメだ。また今度にしよう。
I leaned back on the bench and swallowed my mountain view.
なんだよ。ケチだな。ケチとかそういう問題じゃないんだって。
But it did seem like I'd need to test the limits of my power, like Ito had said. I tossed a bottle of Mountain View into the garbage just like Ito had done a moment ago. Of course, it didn't even come close. It fell on the floor and started to roll. Yep. So there's gonna be something I'm gonna try out in chapter 9, involving like where you choose who the suspects are in the case. So I noticed when I went through that part the first time, it's kind of split into two parts. So at first you're like eliminating people. And then after you eliminate some of the people, there's like a pool of remaining suspects, and then you choose 3 out of that pool. And I noticed when I did it the first time, I selected the 3 from the pool without any incorrect choices. So I'm wondering if maybe there's no correct or incorrect choice at all during that part, if maybe the way the story goes after that depends on who you pick on that part. So I'm gonna test that out once we get to it. I think we're still in chapter 7 right now. Chapter 8. shit. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, this is the part where shit really started getting crazy in this visual novel. Mm. I think this is the part. Okay, I really don't remember this.
So. Oh, okay, I guess that wasn't the part. It's later.
That's right, because Takaru is by himself at the part that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think it's after this, actually, this scene right here. Yeah, okay, this is the part that I was thinking of right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and save this, and actually we need to go... wait. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm just gonna replace this right here. Okay, I think Arimura was one... No? Okay. Take him out, take her out, take her out. I guess him. And her. Okay. So now I have to pick 3 people. I picked Takaru, Kurisu, and Sarika last time. So what happens if you pick somebody else? Let's see. Wakui might have been the advisor to the newspaper club, but he didn't really get involved with us that much. He didn't seem very interested in his students' home lives, and he never met the people at Alba Dorm. There was no way he'd have an old photo of me. I could rule him out. Okay, so you don't have a choice here then. You have to pick the same choices. Yeah. So yeah, Kurisu and... Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out here. I have a feeling we didn't get it, though. We're probably going to have to go back through this again. Unfortunately. Chapter 10. Have we actually reached a branch here? I thought we were just repeating the same thing here, but let's see what's going on here.
すまねえな。いきなり切りかかってきたもんだから、つい体が動いちまった。
嘘をつけ。私の行動を予想していたくせに。やっぱりかと、お前の思考が言っていたぞ。
He must have found something funny because the man on the other end laughed.
お前らしいな。若者はそうじゃなくっちゃいけねえわな。それで、理由くらいは聞かせてもらえんだろ？
白々しい。
I don't know, are we sure this isn't... We didn't... I mean, this might just be the same, it's just for some reason not letting me skip. There were points I remember in Chaos Head where it wouldn't let me skip stuff even though we had been through it already. But I don't know if that's what's going on here or not. I guess we'll go with this for a little bit at least. Sarika's voice was filled with rage. He knew, and yet he asked anyway. He was either a sadist or some kind of sick hedonist. The methods he came up with for his murders always felt like one big joke.
どうして宮代拓郎を主犯に仕立て上げた？一連の事件はすべて南沢千里の犯行として決着させるはずだったろう。
俺が何か細工をしたとでも言うのか？
I'm pretty sure this is still the same. I'm not gonna read all this.
一体どういうつもりだ？
あいつはな、知りすぎたんだよ。
何？
お前の力には随分助けられたからな。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
南沢千里より彼を犯人として祭り上げた方が
this
都合が良
dialogue's
くなっ
not
た
any
だけだろう。
different. I don't know why it's disabled skipping.
余計なことを知っている彼は世間に出てこなくなる。その上、その方が力士シール、しかも 犯人として逮捕されて終わりだと。犠牲者は7人。
そんなの。
どうせお前が捜査するんだろうが。
やっぱいいな、お前は。お前の力は俺らにとって。
ふざけるな。彼が無事である。
相変わらずの医者。
それ以外のことに私の価値などない。
Yeah, this scene is actually crazy because, like, nothing that happens in this scene is, like, real, is true, because, like, she's being mind controlled during this part, and so everything she says, she's been, like, duped into believing when it's not actually true.
じゃあ聞くけどよ。まさか、あいつ。んなことできるわけねえだろ。
やってみなければわからない。お前の力は確かに脅威に見えるが、現に彼はまだ警察にも。
耳に痛えな。確かに俺は末端どころかした試しに。
Okay, I hope it hasn't, like, disabled skip for the whole rest of this.
あのな、フリージアの話なんざ。
死ね、クズが。
Okay, well, that scene's over. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Chaos Head did the same thing. It would just randomly not let me skip certain parts of scenes, and it, even though we'd been through them before. Yeah, I don't know. Why did it quick save there? That's interesting. Okay. Final chapter. Yeah, I wish there was a way to you could skip through this stuff even faster, but
叶えられた？やりたいこと。
Yeah. Hint, use the delusion triggers to try different delusions. Yeah, what I'm doing, but guess I didn't get it right that time. So yeah, we're gonna have to try it, going through it again, unfortunately. Alright. Damn. Alright. We'll give it one more try. And we don't get anywhere, then if we don't get another ending this time, then I'll probably just look up what you gotta do. Let me go here real quick though. I think the sound effects are too damn loud, so let me turn those down. Okay. So this time I think I'm just gonna do neutral. I'm just not gonna do any delusions. In fact, I'm not sure if... I don't know if I even really necessarily need to... I don't know, I guess. Alright, we'll just do it.
そうだ、忘れてた。
Sarika stretched out her hand.
500円ちょうだい。
え？
これこれ、忘れてた。
Yeah, see, nothing came out of that. I guess... I don't know if I should... I don't know.
どうでもいいよ。
Hold on a second. Let me go back to that real quick.
どうでもいいよ。
Let me try negative here.
そうだ、ゲロゲロ。
Okay. Yeah, we'll do the negative delusion here, I guess.
俺たちそんな話し方じゃないゲロ。カエルなめんなゲロ。
Suddenly, all the Garo froggies in the classroom stood up on their own. There were easily more than 30 of them. It took me a second to process what I was seeing, but who could blame me? Who wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of Garo froggy dolls started walking around of their own free will? The next thing we knew, we were surrounded. We were like frogs in the clutches of a hungry snake. Or maybe humans in the clutches of angry frogs?
なにこれ、ぬいぐるみが喋ってる。
なんだこれ、キモ、超ウケる。
俺たちをバカにする奴らは許さんゲロ。目にもの見せてやるゲロ。血で血を洗う惨劇の始まりだゲロ。
Their eyes weren't smiling. This felt really bad.
ああ、クソカエルのぬいぐるみの分際でなんだって？
One of my classmates carelessly approached the green Garo Froggy.
おい、よせ。
シャー
It was too late. The green Garo Froggy launched itself like a missile at his mouth, then forced its way down his throat. Then it ripped its way out of his stomach from the inside. Something long, pink, and glistening slid out from the gaping hole in his stomach. That's when the screaming began. No one escaped the classroom alive. The Garo Froggies showed no mercy. They indiscriminately slaughtered both boys and girls. And I was the least lucky of them all. I was the last survivor. If only they'd killed me sooner, I wouldn't have had to piss myself in despair, trapped in a classroom where the walls were covered in blood and guts and brains. I wouldn't have had to see my classmates die.
お前は実験台にしてやるゲロ。人間パペットだゲロ。俺たちがお前の中に入って操ってやるゲロ。
やめてくれ。
すぐ楽になるから安心しろだゲロ。シャー
The green frog leapt towards my mouth. A huge, wet lump forced its way down my windpipe and inside of me. I should have chewed off my own tongue and died that way, with the frog in my throat. But it was too late for regrets now. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's like something out of a cheesy horror movie. Wrong-siders these days preferred big-budget action movies. Something like this would never sell to them. I erased the stupid simulation from my mind and decided to get back on topic. Crap. I must have... Okay, shit. I'll have to do that one again too, I guess. Negative? No. Okay, hold on. We gotta do positive there. Okay, sorry. Can't remember. Positive. Oh. Okay, I guess... Well, shit. Okay. I guess we'd already done all three of them at that part then. Whatever.
Miyashiro.
Oh, maybe... I'm starting to wonder here.
Miyashiro, またお前か。今度は何したんだ?
I mean, we did...
うるさいな。
Oh, okay, I guess we haven't done the negative delusion here yet.
なんだって? 今うるさいって言ったのか?
He must have heard that because he came storming up to me. He tried to grab me by the collar, but I knocked his hand away. Instead, I grabbed his head and put it under my arm.
おい、離せ!
I grabbed his belt and lifted him up off the ground.
おお、ブレーンバスターか。そのまま垂直落下で落とせ、宮代。
やめなさい、危ないでしょ。
I raised Kawahara up above my head and then stood there unmoving for a moment. Just when I was deciding whether to drop him or put him down,
おい、下ろせ!
He flailed his legs out towards the ceiling and tried to escape. The man didn't know when to give up. I could do a lot worse than just drop you, you know. I shifted Kawahara around in my arms and quickly moved into position for a pile driver. Then I dropped to the ground butt first and slammed his head into the floor.
スタイナースクリュードライバー!
Is that a... Wait, is that a real move? Maybe that was like one of Scott Steiner's like old moves. Let me see. Steiner... Screwdriver. Yeah, that's what it was. It's an old... Yeah, it's an old move from like Scott Steiner's early days. That's funny. I heard an awful crunching sound. His skull must have fractured. But just before I dropped him, I let go a little so it didn't hit him as hard as it could have. If I hadn't, he would be dead right now.
Takuru, やりすぎよ。
Kurisu's face was expressionless.
警察に通報するわ。
僕が悪いんじゃない。僕を苛立たせた川原くんが悪いんだ。
そんな理由で人生を棒に振ったの。あなたがそんなに愚かだったなんて知らなかった。
That's an awfully calm way to respond to that, but okay. I watched in a daze as Kurisu called the police. Kawahara had passed out, little bubbles of foam forming around his mouth. The teachers had heard the noise and started to gather around me. I guess I'm going to have to drop out of school. Yeah, that's what would happen. I could beat the stuffing out of Kawahara right now if I wanted, but that would just get me in trouble. I didn't want to ruin my life over something like that. So I decided to just not say anything to him.
お前。
Yeah, we get a bunch of these early on, don't we? again? Wait, maybe... I don't know, maybe I did just go neutral on a lot of these early on. Yep. Been through that one too. Let me try the positive, I guess. Okay. But realistically, the chances of anything like that happening again were near zero. The wind wasn't especially strong today, so if I ever wanted to see my pure white goddess again, I needed the help of something other than the wind. God. For example, let's say that for some reason the pencil holder on the desk fell to the ground. Kurisu would complain a little, but she'd bend over and start picking up the pens on the floor. I'd help, of course. I'd bend over like she did. But since we were both at eye level to each other, there was no way I'd get to see anything. If I did have a chance, it would be when she stood up. When that happened, I could watch her stand up, acting as natural as possible. Since I was bent over, I would naturally be lower than her. Maybe then I would see my goddess once more. And then Ito moved to turn on the printer, and his hand knocked my camera off the desk. I watched in shock as the camera fell toward the floor, as if in slow motion. Again? Instead of 2 strokes of good luck, I'd been given 2 strokes of bad. The first time the camera had survived, but I might not be so lucky this time. So my body moved without thinking. I flung myself forward and stretched out my hand toward the falling camera. That thing's expensive. I'm not letting it fall twice. Camera fell right into my outstretched hand. Yes, nice catch. I couldn't believe it. But I was going too fast to stop. I slid head first along the floor.
Whoa! お前、無茶するな。
ちょっと大丈夫?
Kurisu ran over to me. And then a miracle occurred. I was lying on my back and I looked up toward the ceiling. At the same time, Kurisu bent over to help me up. And since she was in a hurry, she didn't take the time to hold down her skirt. So I saw her. It wasn't as clear as before, but I got a quick glimpse of my pure white goddess. And from a much closer distance than before, and at a lower angle.
タクル、どこ見てるのよ、もう。バカなんだから。
Okay. I didn't stretch out as long as that one delusion from chapter 7. Nah, no way. Kurisu wasn't the type to be cute when she was embarrassed. She'd probably get another scary look on her face, then start choking me and demanding to know what I was looking at. No way, that was never going to happen. It was wrong to hope for another encounter with my white goddess. It would only end in tragedy and pain. If I got slapped for peeping at the student council president's panties, it would damage my reputation at school. I gritted my teeth and tried to stop my gaze from wandering down to her skirt. Okay, did we do neutral on her? Yeah, we must have. Good lord. I guess I went neutral on a lot of these. Positive, I guess. Oh, no. I think we've done that one too. Okay, let's see. Negative then. No. Okay, well, I guess we've done all of them then, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do neutral. Alright, neutral. Okay. What if someone really answered the door? There was a loud sound. I quickly glanced around to see if anyone heard what Sarika did.
開かないね。鍵をこっそり借りてくればよかったかな。
There was no answer from inside. No one was there, probably.
タク？どうしたの？
いや、いい。
Damn it. Felt kind of ridiculous for me to be so serious.
警察も
Damn it. Nothing. Okay. I don't know. Did we do positive on this? Yeah, I think. Okay. Let's try negative. Okay, now we haven't done negative here yet. Huh? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The doorknob spun on its own. The door opened. I couldn't believe it. I'd forgotten to lock the door. Someone was here. Who? Was it Sarika? Or Gen? Or someone who had something to do with what happened yesterday? Was it okay for me to just stand here? A small shadow slipped through the gap in the open door and came inside. Who was this girl? Our eyes met, and then I realized that I should have looked away. Wait, he already saw her at the Love Hotel, right?
君は誰だ?
Her eyes were blank and out of focus. It was like she was looking at me, but she wasn't. Her skin was so pale she looked sick. She was mumbling something. She had something behind her back. It was a knife, over 20 centimeters long. Shit. Shit, shit. She was insane. And then I remembered. I remembered who she was. She was the girl at the crime scene. What was she doing here?
目撃者には消えてほしいの。消えてほしいの。え？消えて!
She leapt on me without warning. I felt a terrible pain in my solar plexus. I looked down and saw that the knife was embedded deep within my chest. She giggled as she pulled the knife out. And again, and again, the knife went in. How could somebody die like this? It was insane, I thought. That wasn't going to happen. Yeah, no way. None. I kept telling myself that as I went over and locked the door. It was just like how, after you saw a horror movie, you ended up afraid to go to the bathroom at night. One theory said that a scary experience like that throws the brain into overdrive and causes it to emit too much dopamine, which triggers strong delusions. Basically, I was overthinking it. Nothing crazy like that was actually going to happen. It was physically impossible. So I was fine, just fine. I took a deep breath and managed to calm myself down.
常識だよ。 正確には中に入っている生姜に。
Okay, yeah, this is where he thought about putting the eye drops in delusions.
タク、このページ履歴があるけど。
Whoops. I forgot to delete it.
そうだよ。一応確認を取ったんだ。情報は裏を取らないといけないから。
あ、本当だ。
Sarika looked at the page on the PC and nodded. That was close. I'd let my guard down because I hadn't thought Sarika was coming over. I made 2 more cups of Kakanto and handed one to Sarika.
ありがとう。ゲンさん、いい人だよね。好きだな、私。
Okay, guess we're gonna have to do that again. Try the negative. Nope. Try positive. Okay. Alright, we'll just do the neutral one then. Oh crap, we gotta go through one of these again. Fuck. Okay. Well, shit. That's the one we did last time. Shit. Alright, positive. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell on some of these because it just skips right through the neutral one, and I think that's just because there's like no extra dialogue involved. Yeah. Yeah, again, just do neutral, I guess. Damn. Can we at least get to chapter 2 before I fucking... Damn. Alright. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and look up what the hell you're supposed to do, because... Yeah, I really don't feel like going through another 3 days trying to figure this out just to fail again, you know? Chaos Child, hidden root or something. Yeah. I mean, it says the first ending unlocks character roots. So how the fuck is it that I haven't come across a character root yet? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe this just does, like, completely different from Chaos Head, the way this shit works, because... Yeah, I don't know. Wait, did I save this already? Yeah, I did.
焼きそばと酒おにぎりとクリームパンとチョココロネとアンパンとグレープフルーツが私で、
相変わらず燃費悪いな。女子だろ？
女子だよ。
Don't make that "why are you asking" face at me.
アナちゃん、はいロリポップ。演数中か。はなちゃん、はいこれ。ん？チャットしてるの？ん？なに？隠さないでよ。レアアイテムでも出た？
A strange kind of grappling match began as Kazuki tried to hide the screen and Sarika tried to see it.
なんだろうな。いや、俺ら新聞部って男に女3つ、それなりにそれなりな男女比じゃん。
Where did that come from?
しかしちっともリア充集がしないのはなぜだ。あんな風に女子がふざけ合ってれば。
わかった。じゃあスルメあげる。
もう少しこっちが色気に当てられてドキドキしてもいいはずなのに。
ちょっと待て、僕はリア充だって言ってるだろ。もう一席ぶ。
それももういい。つうか尾上、副部長は？
あ、
Sarika froze.
今日も来ないと思う。文化祭の準備が忙しそうだし。
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? Okay. Alright, well, I think I better get going. We'll just have to keep at it tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, I will, yeah, like I said earlier, I think I'm going to stream Celeste tomorrow. I started that like 3 days ago. So yeah, we'll continue that tomorrow, and then we'll get back to hunting for the next route on this visual novel. So, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.